Good late night, very early morning YouTube. This is Kaylin String coming at you with the final part of my stock up. And this will be the non-food items that I have picked up from various places. And I have an example of shrinkflation as part of this. So I picked these up at Hillel when I was in there. Just two of these Scotch-Brite single sponges. I'm going to keep these in the bathroom. I picked this Dove deodorant up at Walgreens. And then I haven't shown these in quite some time, but these are called Miswax Sticks. They are also known as Seawack. And what these are, they come from a tree called Pilu. And this is basically like nature's toothbrush. And the extract from this is used in a lot of the toothpastes that are produced over there, and I use those toothpastes. But the idea is you chew on it. You don't swallow any of it, of course, but you chew on it until the tip becomes frayed like a bunch of bristles that you might see on a little artist paintbrush. And then you use that to actually brush your teeth with. And then once you're done, you just cut that bit off and you just keep using it until it's hard to hold on to the stick. But I keep these sealed up in these packets as part of my emergency oral care prep. Then another thing I got while I was in there, and using my my gift cards, I got me some soaps. They kind of smell like a green apple. I don't know what any of this means. I believe these might be like Turkish. Yeah, that's a green apple. But these are soaps, like a glycerin soap. So, another way to add to my hygiene supply. And here, I got this Dawn dish soap at the same Walgreens I bought that can of SpaghettiOs. And I got me apple cinnamon glade from Walmart. And I got me a conditioner from Walmart because the bottle in my bathroom is getting low and I don't want to dig into my stash yet. Got me a 2-pack of Bics, because why not? Got me another roll of tape. Well, this is supposed to be a super strong tape. I had never used this particular tape before, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go. I got me a box of straws to add to my supply of straws. I got me a pack of number 2 cone coffee filters. This is the same size that I used a while back to make moisture absorbers with rice. And I got like 18 packets using just 1 pound of rice. So like that rice bag that I showed earlier could get me 18 moisture absorbers. And because you can never have enough matches, I got me a box of UCO stormproof matches with the striker on the side. And then the last thing that I'm going to show is my example of shrinkflation. This is the new Coleman butane propane mixed gas can. It is 220 grams, 7.75 ounces. So these used to be 8 ounces, or like 240 grams. So shorting us on the fuel, it may not seem much, but it is. 1/4 of an ounce could mean, the loss of that could mean 1 or 2 less burns to boil water to purify it, or to boil water for a freeze-dried meal, or to make a hot drink. So, and these used to be 8 ounces or 240 grams. So you pay the same price. Actually, these are a little bit more expensive than they have been in the past, but because one that I have been using out of is almost gone. I have one other small one like this, but it's the older white and green label instead of this black and red. That one is the full 8 ounces. And then, of course, I have a 16-ounce one, but I wanted to have another one of these to add to my supply. And I'll tell you, this Dawn dish soap, I had a little bit left in another bottle, so I filled it. So it was up to here where my thumb is. I added to it, I just emptied out the bottle that I was using out of to fill that one. And then the last thing I'm going to show is this 9-pack of Charmin. This is the mega roll, which is supposed to equal 4 regular rolls to 1 mega roll. But I wouldn't be surprised if these are smaller. But this is the normal size I use. And even though I bought one at the end of last month, and I'm using out of that, I wanted to go ahead and get another one just to make sure that I have enough of the one that I use. That way I don't have to get into my other supply if I don't have to, because I'd rather have it on hand so I can just go ahead and start using out of this one. And when I finish up the pack I'm currently using out of, instead of, if I can't go to a store and get another pack, I don't want to get into my stack, which I have neatly stacked in my storage where I got those stored. I don't want to get into that if I don't have to, because that's why I buy those particular super mega packs that have more per roll. 6 rolls, 6 supposedly regular rolls to equal 1 super mega roll. That's my emergency supply, and I don't want to dig into that if I don't have to. But anyway, this is it for everything that I have bought for January stock-up. And I saw a lot of shortages and empty spaces in the stores that I went into. There are even some things that Hillel did not have that I would have wanted to get. But I did see some good things to pick up there, and I grabbed them. And like I said in the previous segment, that golden instant potatoes, I found those at Hy-Vee. Walmart did not have that particular flavor, so I found it at Hy-Vee. And that's the one that I've been wanting to replace after I used the last one that I had. But anyway, it is time to get stocked up because the supply chain is still messed up. And especially with winter being here, the weather can wreak havoc with trucks, with planes, with trains, and yes, ships that are still stuck out in the bays outside of the coastal ports. But, you know, this is how I do it. I don't buy a huge load of one or two things because I just can't deal with that. I take the bus. I have to be able to haul it in a bus. So I make several trips. I buy one or two or three of an item. And then I move on. I'm getting a mix. I'm getting the variety that will only benefit me and possibly others in the end. If I am in a position to help someone else, you know, when things go south, I'll be able to do that. I will be able to hand someone a bar of soap or barter it for something that I might need. You know, I could hand someone a sponge to barter for something else, or you know, just to clean up. Now that's why I do it. I got a bunch of these stocked up, so that way I am ready to keep myself smelling human after things go south. Or I can always barter it because I have barter supplies. And we all should. Because we never know when we may need to trade as opposed to using currency or electronic payment. So anyway, keep prepping. Do what you are able to do. And just be sure to get a variety of stuff. And don't forget your pets. I didn't have anything for pets this time, but who knows, maybe next time I will. Anyway, thanks for watching, and catch you on the flip side.